Another great day for baseball indeed. I must agree with that statement. Man, the gap between game day 1 and game day 2 is getting pretty long. However, game day 3 is tomorrow because of scheduling issues with me, because I'm a problem. I'm very busy. Especially this weekend. This weekend's gonna be rough. That's okay. We tough it out, we get the games done. We Mario baseball. Teams still the same as they've been. Schedule looking a little updated with last time's games. I was about to say last night, but that is not true at all. Will there be any double headers this season? Unless there is like extreme scheduling problems, probably no. I hope not, at least. But it is still possible. It's still possible. There will be 1 week where we take a break for the All-Star game. There will be no regular season games. And just the one All-Star game. But that one will be fun. That will be a fun game. Top 9 players from each conference will be voted in by managers and fans alike. Okay, it is 7:30. I think it's about time to get started with Game 1. We have the schedule over on the left, top players for each team over on the right. Hold on. This is not the right one. Hold on. Why is it showing that one? What? 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 Why can we not see these? Hold, please. Oh, okay. I see it. I see the issue. I couldn't find the first game sidebars. It was hidden. That's okay. I figured it out. We got it. First game is Tax Evaders and Stars, yet again. Then the Fury and Lightning, and then the Rocketeers versus the Flock. That was an exciting game last time we had it. Rocketeers were down 3 coming into the 7th inning, and then scored 9 runs to win it. Running away. So, the Stars are hosting this one. So we will get their captain in first, Waluigi. And then for the Tax Evaders, it's Bowser Jr. Stars have on their team Wario, King Boo, I know Red Toad, have a lot of the red characters, Red Noki, Red Drybones. Do they have Red Magic Koopa? Yes, they do. Then the last ones are Monty Mole and Toadette. Okay, so they have Toadette in the outfield, Wario on second base, King Boo first. This looks correct. Man, that was some good guessing. Mostly, will I win a game? Not this week. Tax Evaders are a tough opponent. Certainly at some point. I mean, there are 30 plus games It would be very surprising if you did not win one. You will play the Fury at some point. They are also at the bottom of the standings with no wins. And what color do they have? They have green. That was correct. And red Paratroopa, green Koopa. Last but not least, black Shy Guy. Okay. Boomerang Bro is the catcher. Okay. And I believe that's it. We want these teams to be powerful. Have you watched LJMU? I'm cursed. I don't know that I have. I do know that you have not a good record so far. Meanwhile, BGSU, top of the standings, because Michigan lost. So now BG's number one. 1 run in 3 games. Oh, it's worse than I feared. That's so unlucky. Your team's not even that bad. At least not that bad. God. Must have been playing like the most lockdown defenses imaginable. And also getting screwed out by bad luck too. What is LJMU? That we have, there's another league that's like NCAA themed. So that's like a college that Sans runs in that league. And I run the BGSU team. We're both in D2 because there's way too many people in that league for there to have like 45 people in the actual one. That would be ridiculous. So we've split it up. Toad Pianta, Ritter, Fire Bro. What the hell? The only power hitter I have is Ritter. Then again, my team is entirely slap hitters. But that is still insane. That is such a good team. How are you getting nothing? Oh my gosh. That is so incredibly unlucky. I feel terribly sorry for you. Thought you meant actual college baseball when I heard BG in Michigan. No, BG is not good at college baseball. At least I don't think. Given the fact that I haven't heard anything about it, I'm assuming we're not very good. And this one will be on Wario Palace. Lucas is the modern devil. He has a Kong Slop team, for sure. And unfortunately, that is enough to be a good team. Meanwhile, over in the Big West, the Kong Slop got split up between 2 teams. My school's been cooking so far this season somehow. I haven't really followed college baseball at all. I don't think BG is very good. Hold on, let me Google search it right now. BGSU baseball. Hold on. I don't know where to find it. 5-12. Yeah, not very good. Damn. Okay, well we played the number 4 team in the country. And then a couple unranked teams. Hey, we played Cincinnati and lost in 7 innings. They cut the game short. We're so ass. Goddamn. Okay, yeah. So we're pretty ass. I will not be looking into BG baseball anymore. I'm gonna stick to my Sluggers team, and we're gonna win there, and that's what matters. All right. And now, for this Mario baseball game. The only baseball that really matters. Like, come on, let's be serious here. We have the tax evaders taking on the stars. And here we go to begin this first game. Since he is borderline ranked, 17-6 with a win at number 8 in the country. That's very good. That is a very good record to have. I mean, even for a borderline ranked team, like, we still should not be losing in 7 innings, period. And again, we also won in 7 innings against Miami, Ohio. So, that's just baseball. I don't know. There's a lot of random chance in baseball that hasn't really happened so far in this league, as we have 4 teams that are on an all-game streak so far. 2 teams that are yet to lose a game, and 2 teams that are yet to win a game. So hopefully we'll see a little bit more chances here, and that's a good strikeout to start off the game from Waluigi. And that leads into an immediate Hammer Bro home run. He is the absolute GOAT of this Tax Evaders team, without a doubt. As you can see over on the right side, 18 RBI with 9 home runs. We have played 4 games. That is more than 2 home runs a game on average. Absolutely disgusting performance. And Boomerang Bro's not much better. With the star, he's averaging about 2 home runs a game himself. And he definitely has the best batting average on the team. That is another home run. Solo Shot Bro home run. Who would have guessed it? And that's a 2-0 lead for the Tax Evaders. Right off the bat. Just like the ball, because the ball hit the bat. Moving on. Next up is Bowser. 1 out on the inning. Oh boy. Don't we love power hitters in small stadiums? A lucky foul curve for the Stars there. That one was clobbered. That one was an inside ball. That was pretty close though. And Bowser watches that one go. Another strikeout for Waluigi. And we have Koopa Troopa. 2-out situation. Can he start a rally for the Tax Evaders? No, he will line out to Dark Bones. 2 runs to start off for the Tax Evaders. Surprisingly, not ridiculous. Not a terrible start for the Stars. Getting through those opening power hitters with just 2 runs given up. Could be worse. As long as Red Toad can get on base and he'll strike out. Now that's not a good start. Now they have Dark Bones trying to get on base. Will get past Magic Koopa. The Magic Koopa magical catch does not really do much in this game. I'm starting to realize. They may not be as good as we had thought. Considering their offense is significantly worse than we had thought already. And the defense is also looking like it's not that great. I think they are just tall players with like a relatively decent reach. Oh, and King Boo strikes out again there. He is the current leader in terms of most strikeouts. I believe that is his 8th or his 9th strikeout. Let me double check. Big shot from Wario. It goes off the wall. That puts runners on the corners with 2 outs. Ooh, that was King Boo's 8th strikeout of the season. Averaging about 2 a game, which is not good for supposedly the best player. Star swing from Waluigi, can't make contact there. But that one will. It's a 50-50. And Green Magic Koopa guesses right. The other one was probably going to go out of bounds anyway, so that was a good call from Magic Koopa. And that brings back up the Tax Evaders for a quick out from Red Paratroopa. Next up is Peach. She'll slap that one very weakly. It is thrown for the good play at first. Now 2 outs with Black Shy Guy. Whiffs that first swing. Next one he charges but doesn't swing. 2 strikes, 2 outs. This could be it. And he lets it go. That's a strikeout. Ends the inning, nothing for the Tax Evaders. This could be a chance for the Stars. Get a couple slap hits down and score some runs. Potentially tie up the game. Not a good start there with a slap straight to Bowser from Red Magic Koopa. That'll bring up Red Noki. Red Noki slaps it straight to Green Koopa Troopa. Gets it with the diving catch. Now 2 outs for Monty Mole up to bat. Monty Mole takes 2 balls. And slaps the first strike right up the middle. That'll be a base hit and a star for his team. That brings up Toadette, who gets a slap down over towards right field. And that's 2 runners on base for the top of this lineup. Red Toad has 4 home runs. He's averaged 1 every game. Now would be a perfect time for his home run. He has chemistry on base with Toadette. It's certainly possible. Instead, he'll opt to star hit, and it's caught by Bowser Jr. Unfortunate end to the inning, stranding 2 on base. But they're still only down 2 runs. This game is not unwinnable. Tax Evaders back up to bat. And Green Magic Koopa has taken 2 quick strikes. As the first batter for the Tax Evaders, he'll hit this one straight to Wario. And that's out number 1. That'll bring up Bowser Jr. He hits this one deep to the outfield. That's in the gap. That's going to get down for a double. And now the Tax Evaders have a player on base for none other than Hammer Bro. Star pitch from Waluigi. And he gets confused. He misses that one. Charge hit, and he makes contact. That one's gone. 2 more runs will score for the Tax Evaders. They're taking their Hammer Bro tax with this at-bat for his 2nd home run of this game. What an insanely good player. And he's not even starred. Now we have Boomerang Bro. Will he get a 2nd home run? Almost. Good contact, just goes foul. Again, good contact. This one was a slap hit. That also goes foul. And there it is. 3rd perfect contact. This one is gone. That's a home run for Boomerang Bro. It is now 5-0 Tax Evaders. Certainly hate to see the Bros come up if you're any team but the Tax Evaders. Especially because that's 2 likely home runs followed by Bowser. So 3 likely home runs. Bowser clobbers this one. It's only to the deep outfield. Not quite a home run. That's a double for him. That gives chemistry to Green Koopa Troopa. With still just 1 out on the inning, they can certainly make some more runs happen here. If Green Troopa advances Bowser, they'll try and throw Bowser out at 2nd, but he'll make it back safely. They get Green Koopa on base for free. That was a fielding error by Red Dry Bones, otherwise known as Dark Bones. But Wario will make the play there, not quite the double. Paratroopa runs that one out. And now it's 2 outs, 2 runners on base for the Tax Evaders. This is a big need to get out of this inning. If you are a Stars fan, you certainly want Peach to hit a bad slap here. But she's able to run it out, and that'll score Bowser. 6-0 game. Tax Evaders lead. Now Black Shy Guy up to bat. 2 runners on base. First and second this time. He'll miss a star swing there. They still have plenty of stars to use, though. Charge swing goes foul. That could have been a home run if that stayed fair. He'll star hit it. It's to the outfield. Toadette can't get under it. That'll score a run, maybe 2. Peach is certainly going for it. And she makes it. 8-0 lead for the Tax Evaders in the top of the 3rd. Green Magic Koopa hits this one into the tornado. And it's thrown to center field, where Red Noki picks it up, but only after a runner has scored. Waluigi uses a star pitch, but Bowser Jr. hits it anyway. However, fortunately for the Stars, it is a pop out to Toadette. That ends the inning. Tax Evaders have scored 7 runs. Now the Stars have a chance to answer back here. They have Dark Bones into King Boo. That is potential for a couple runs scored right there by itself, let alone what could come up after King Boo bats. And Dark Bones lays down a good base hit, hitting it just over the infield. And now King Boo has his turn, his second chance here at the plate. That one is clobbered. Is it foul? No. Does not stay fair. It's foul. King Boo whiffs the next strike. Will he strike out again? That's one's hit deep. That hits the foul pole, and that's a 2-run home run. Hit off the flagpole on the corner. A good shot from King Boo to put the Stars on the board. They're still down 7 runs, though. It's 9-2. But with no outs on the inning, they can certainly still make some runs happen. And that's a good start for Wario, as he'll hit that one deep to the outfield and make it all the way to second base. That'll give Chem, which is not so important for Waluigi. Not as important considering he's a slap hitter. It is very nearly impossible for him to hit a home run. Ooh, Koopa Troopa makes the error this time, throwing to third instead of trying to get the runner out at first. And that'll allow both runners on, with still no outs. A shot from Magic Koopa that gets through the infield just barely. They waited on it. And that'll score another run for the Stars. 9-3, Red Noki's up at the bat. Still 2 outs, 2 runners on. Tornado gets that ball, knocked out of bounds and back in by the Chain Chomp. Caught by Bowser Jr. and thrown around the field to make a triple play to end that inning quick. Unfortunate for the Stars, but that was their best inning by far, scoring 3 runs, and Hammer Bro comes up and immediately hits a home run for the Tax Evaders. Not what you want to see. He has now hit 3 home runs in 3 at-bats in this game. What an insane performance. Incredible consistency from him, really. Let's see what Boomerang Bro is able to accomplish. He hits a good hit, and that one is gone as well. Another home run from another Bro at bat. The score is now 11-3, Tax Evaders lead. Some of this consistency from the Bros could be from the fact that this is a much smaller stadium compared to the rest of the possible ones. Wario Palace and Yoshi Park are the 2 small ones. Once the Tax Evaders start playing on their home stadium, Peach Garden, their players are going to be all around a lot less consistent, especially the power hitters, because that is a large stadium with very high walls. They'll still be able to hit home runs, don't get me wrong, especially starred Boomerang Bro. but Hammer Bro will not be homering every single at-bat. I can tell you that much. Just wait for the rematch. Additionally, it's not helping the Stars specifically that Waluigi is the worst of the pitchers so far in this league. Of the 6 pitchers that we have, Boo is obviously the best pitcher in the game. He does have a currently worse ERA than the Tax Evaders. He also has less strikeouts, but he was leading until last game. He just had a bad game while Peach had an insanely good game, getting 10 strikeouts in a game. So he did fall behind. But I would still consider Boo to be the best pitcher. Peach and Daisy have both been doing very well. Daisy's been keeping the Fury alive, at least a little bit. Wasn't able to get them the win last time, but they got close against the Lightning, who are another very strong team, who have yet to lose. And as we are continuing to talk, the Tax Evaders are continuing to hit through their roster. They are now up to 14 runs to the Stars 3, with still 2 runners on base and just 1 out. If Bowser Jr. back up at the bat, he's going to hit this one with a star. That gets way past the infield, past the outfield even, and will score another run. And Hammer Bro hits that one, long gone. That is a 4th home run for Hammer Bro. We are in the 4th inning of this game. Only about halfway through, and Hammer Bro already has 4 home runs. He is going to run away with this MVP. He's already taken a good lead. Well, tied with RBI with PD Piranha. But his home run lead is absolutely... I was going to say absolutely untouchable, but Boomerang Bro's making a case for himself as well. This is an all-time performance from both of these bros at the same time, which has brought us to a 19-3 game here on the top of the 4th. We are going for a league record now. 1 more run scoring for the Tax Evaders will give them that record. The record is currently held by the Tax Evaders, tied with the Tax Evaders. So if the Tax Evaders can break this record, that'll certainly make them stand out from the Tax Evaders and the Tax Evaders. Koopa Troopa hits into the 2nd out of the inning. We've already batted through the entire lineup more than once. Hammer Bro, or more, not more times than once, but more than already batted through the whole thing. Already starting to loop around, as Hammer Bro is the first at-bat, and he's already gone, and we're about halfway through the lineup again. But Peach will end the inning there finally. 10 runs scored for the Tax Evaders. And now the Stars. They get their chance at offense. They've been cold for a while. Monty Mole up at the bat. Hits it, and Green Magic Koopa's able to jump and grab the ball. I was about to say, Monty Mole's been doing a lot better than I expected him to. But that was not a good looking out. I was also down the foul line, so even if it wasn't caught, that would not have been a base hit. That brings up Toadette, who hits it to Bowser, who's able to get there first, despite being much slower. Now we have Red Toad. He's charging, he's looking for his home run. He wants it. He'll take strike 1 down the middle. He hits that one deep, it's not quite gone, and Bowser Jr. gets there. That ends the inning, 0 for the Stars. Tax Evaders up by 16. Now the Tax Evaders, they lead off with Black Shy Guy. Hits this one high, but Toad should be able to get there, and that's an easy out. Next at bat, another star chance as well. Green Magic Koopa lays down a single, though. And that will give the Tax Evaders the next star. That also provides chemistry for Bowser Jr., who's been a great leadoff hitter for the Tax Evaders through the first series. Was looking a little bit worse the past game or so, and is still not doing very well, hitting into quite a few outs here. That brings up Hammer Bro, so you know what time it is. It's Hammer Bro Tax. This one's a slap hit though, not quite far enough to get out. It will still get down for a run, being Green Magic Koopa. And that is 20-3. The Tax Evaders have set the record for most runs scored in a game. And we are only in the 5th inning. There are still 2 more full innings of this, and that is a base clearing 2-run homer by Boomerang Bro. They don't want to get the record, they want to destroy the record. Tax Evaders already pushing it to 22 runs scored in this game. They are averaging more than 4 runs an inning, with players still to hit, and Bowser gets his home run here. He's been pretty consistent with getting about 1 homer every game, which is still incredibly impressive, but not as much as the Bros. So he's been kind of on the back burner in terms of home runs in this series. The only other player to hit as many home runs through the first 4 games as either Hammer Bro or Boomerang Bro, with their 9 and 7 from before this game, as you can see on the right, was Fire Bro, also at 7 home runs. So the Bros might be pretty good characters, I have to say. And the Stars finally get their turn back at bat. They will lay down a good single with Dark Bones. And now they have King Boo. He lines this one. It is over Shy Guy's head. That will put runners on 2nd and 3rd. Still no outs for Wario. Wario hits this one to the deep outfield. That's going to score 2 runs. 23-5. And that brings up Waluigi. Waluigi slaps it up the middle. That's a good hit for him. Down by 18. Red Magic Koopa up to bat. He'll star hit it, but it goes foul. He'll star hit again. This one makes it through the infield and loads the bases for none other than Red Noki. What can she do here? No outs, so this is a good chance to score another run, barring a triple play. A Peach star pitch. Gets strike number 2. And that's a slap from Noki. That bounces off of Koopa Troopa's glove, safely gets on base, and scores a run. 23-6. Now we have Monty Mole up to bat. Monty Mole slaps it above the infield. It's looking like a high traj batter there. That was an impressive shot. Now Toadette is up. Still no outs, bases loaded. They can keep slapping through till they get all the way back to King Boo, clearing the bases with a big home run there. Could put them, maybe not in the fight, but at least not look like a completely miserable game. Star pitch from Peach, but Toadette makes contact and gets down for another base hit. Still no outs, just 2 batters left until King Boo. But instead, Red Toad wants the grand slam, and he will take it. Red Toad scores 4 with a grand slam. And he is now the leading hitter for the Stars in terms of home runs. And that will bring up Dark Bones. They're down by 11 now. They've cut this lead down quite a bit. And Dark Bones gets on base safely yet again. That brings up none other than starred King Boo, with the potential to send this one a mile. His first hit in this inning was just a double. That one curves foul. Strike 2. And King Boo strikes out. That's the first out of the inning, though. But still a runner on base for Wario. Wario wants to send this one gone. He's not going to swing at that pitch. Nor at that one. He's playing it safe. He knows which ones he wants. He just was a little late to that one. Now with 2 strikes, he'll strike out looking. 2 outs on the inning. Waluigi up to bat now. Can he continue the slap hitting streak that the Stars seemed to leave behind once King Boo hit the field? Ooh, he slaps that one foul. And that one goes straight to Green Magic Koopa. They make the play and end the inning. But 9 runs scored there for the Stars. They might not be out of this game. If they get another big inning like that, they're right back in it. But they do have to get through the Tax Evaders offense a few more times, which will certainly be tough. Especially if Red Paratroopa can make it on base. Peach will not, though. She hits it straight to Dark Bones. And that brings up none other than Black Shy Guy. The 8th batter in the Tax Evaders lineup. He'll hit this one deep to the gap. It gets down for a double. Will they try and send Paracoopa home? Yes, they will. And they'll manage it. That is 24-12. Magic Koopa will fly out to... Or not fly out, line out to Wario. My apologies. Now we have Bowser Jr. Makes contact, gets through the infield, brings home Black Shy Guy. And it's 25-12. And now we have none other than Hammer Bro. Will he hit a home run here? Yes, he will. That one is gone. Another 2-run score for the Tax Evaders. Tax Evaders setting records as a team. Now Hammer Bro wants to set records as an individual for most RBI and home runs scored in a single game. Boomerang Bro's hot on his tail, though. Unfortunately, he's only been able to get solo shot home runs because Hammer Bro's been clearing them off the base every time. Well, there was the one home run he got, which was him and Hammer Bro. But he is certainly behind in the RBI race, almost exclusively because of Hammer Bro. Bowser hits one into the tornado, but Red Noki's ready to catch it. She remembered where it likes to drop the ball off and just waited for it. So that is a 5-run inning for the Tax Evaders. They've extended their lead back to 16 as Red Magic Koopa slaps that one too far. Next up is Red Noki. She will hit a very high slap hit. This one should easily be caught by Bowser Jr. And that's out number 2 of the inning. Now we have Monty Mole. He whiffs on that one. A charge pitch from Peach gets by him. And this last one also gets past. That is a strikeout to end the inning. And this is the last chance for these teams. Not looking so good for the Stars. Especially because they have to stop the Tax Evaders here first. They do have the worst part of the roster to do it, though, from a batting perspective. And that's a quick out to Dark Bones. Red Koopa Paratroopa now. He's charging. Oh. Oh. Okay. Wow, my chat was not updating. I apologize. I didn't see the messages. Is that most runs scored in an inning by one team? I think that probably is. And I feel like the next closest is also the Tax Evaders. Thank God I didn't let the Tax Evaders take all 3 bros. Yes, very much, thank you. You grabbing that last one certainly saved us from true disaster. Having Bowser and all 3 bros, probably the strongest team you can make from a batting perspective. And the Stars do manage to hold the Tax Evaders to nothing in that last inning. But they are still down 16 runs. And Toadette hits into an unfortunate dive from Koopa Troopa. Now that brings up Red Toad. The Power Toad. And speaking of power, he charges this one to the outfield. That gets down for a double for him. Now we have Dark Bones up to bat. With 1 runner on second and 1 out. He slaps that one foul. It's a 1-1 count. Several pickoff attempts. But he'll slap that one through the infield. No, not quite. Koopa Troopa manages to grab the ball and throw the out at first. But it will at least advance Toad all the way to third base. Now we have King Boo. He clobbers it, but it goes foul just at the last second. He watches that one. That's ball 1. He watches that. That's strike 2. Not a good take there. And Peach strikes him out on the outside corner, and that'll end the game. 28-12, the Tax Evaders take this one. That was not a bad performance from the Stars offensively. But the Tax Evaders offense is just too much to stop. Especially on this small stadium. It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough to take this team down. Their streak stays alive. And the Stars' losing streak also remains. Why don't we check this scorebook real quick? 5 home runs from Hammer Bro. 6 from Boomerang Bro. Boomerang Bro sets the record there. The only other home run coming from Bowser. Wow. Insane performance. And they all batted 1,000. Absurd. Absurd. This has got to be some insane amount of luck here. That should not be happening. We should not allow that. Peach gets 6 strikeouts, ERA of 15.4. Not as good, but 6 strikeouts, can't complain about that. Waluigi gets 5 strikeouts himself. A little bit worse ERA. Yeah. 36. Certainly one of the higher ones I've seen, although not the highest. In Season 1, there were a couple times where I didn't have the permanent pitching mod turned on. So a pitcher would come in mid-inning, they'd score 7 runs, and get the pitcher off in the same inning. And they had an ERA of 99.99. So that was quite the sight to see. At least it's not that bad. Hitting's not terrible. Most of them about 500. 2 for 4. Wario goes 3 for 4. And the first 3 are the only ones to get 5 at-bats. Dark Bones batting 4 for 5. Very impressive. But Toad with his 4 RBI from his grand slam. King Boo also got himself a home run this game. He is a little underwhelming. I won't say he's bad, because that's certainly not true. But he's definitely not as good as we expected. And that is the end of Game 1. Now, we move on to Game 2, the Fury and the Lightning. Let me pull up my team documents. See what teams we got. Well, I know the teams we got. But the players. See what players. I don't know everyone's players off the top of my head. They are Daisy, of course. And my team has DK, PD, 2 Piantas, which hopefully will stop throwing. Blue Magikoopa, 2 Toads, Yellow Toad and Green Toad, and Mario. Let me fix the fielding. I believe that's good. Yes, that's perfect. And now for the Fury, they have the Triple Bones lineup. Dangerous, slap hitters. Could certainly be worse. I don't know how much worse, but it could. It could. And they have a Yellow Shy Guy? Yes, they do. Goomba is at first. Yellow Shy Guy on third. Gray Bones is second. And Blue Bones is shortstop. Okay. Should be good to go. Now is for my batting lineup. I will remember left-handed Piantas. Left-handed Piantas. They have slightly better contact that way. I don't know how much that will matter, but it might, so I'm going to do it in case it does. Okay. Green Toad, Yellow Toad, PDDK, Yellow Pianta, Red Pianta, Mario, and I don't think Diddy Kong's batting hand matters. I think I looked at it and it was exactly the same either way. Alright, now the Fury. They have their leadoff of Yellow Shy Guy. Then they have Green Bones, Blue Bones start. Gray Bones is the last one to go. Alright. And we are at Yoshi Park. We are saving the game in case something goes wrong, which again I hope it does not. And here we go. Second game of the night. Game 2 of our second game day of week 2. We have the Fury taking on the Lightning. Fury are 0-4, Lightning 4-0. These are two more teams with current lasting streaks ever since Game 1. Fury have some good slap hitters in the Dry Bones. They have a solid pitcher in Daisy. And Goomba is now on their top players list with his 4 RBI and 1 defensive double play turned. Unfortunately for them, Yellow Shy Guy will strike out in the first at-bat, and Green Bones will hit into a line drive at DK. Blue Bones gets that past Blue Magic Koopa. Certainly could have gotten that, just kind of gave up. Got a little bit lazy. Now we have Gray Bones up to bat. That was a strike. That was the outside of the plate. Must have just clipped the edge. That one was certainly a strike. And that one cut across the inside. And that'll be out number 3. Ends the inning with nothing scored for the Fury. That brings up the Lightning, leading off with Green Toad. He is the most consistent hitter on this team, with actually the highest batting average in the entire league. Batting .750 on the whole season so far, with 5 RBI, not a terrible number to have. Then they have Petey Piranha as their main source of damage here, with 18 RBI, tied for first coming into this set of games, and 5 home runs. Meanwhile, another solid multi-faced player is DK. He has tools for every situation you could want. He's a great slap hitter, a great power hitter, and a great defensive player as well, as he is a top RBI getter for the Lightning with 6 RBI, and one of the top defensive players as well with 2 double plays turned. Now he's up to bat here, as Petey made it on, while both the Toads did not manage to. So we have 2 outs with a runner on base, 2 strikes now. Can Daisy end this inning here, or will DK do some damage? Neither will happen. He'll hit a pop fly to center field, and that ends the inning. Zeros from both teams here to start off this game. And that'll bring up the Fury with Paragoomba to lead off. Paragoomba pops this one up. It's deep to center field. Is that gone? Yes, it is. The first home run of the season for the iFocus Fury comes from Paragoomba. That is crazy. Never would have guessed that. Could have given me 15 guesses as to who the first home run would be from this team. Would not have been Paragoomba. He would not have been in my list. Paragoat, perhaps? Hold on, back-to-back Goomba homers. Trust the process. It's high, but it's not deep enough. That is a pop fly to Mario. And that'll bring up Daisy for them. Daisy versus Diddy Kong. Pitchers facing off. This one will get within DK's reach and thrown to first for the out. Now we have Baby Mario. Baby Mario, one of the worst hitters on the Fury's team. He takes 2 quick strikes. Hits this one through the infield, though, and that is a base hit for Baby Mario. That's a rarity. Next up, Baby Luigi, the more consistent baby of the 2. That was a good eye there. That came across the corner of the plate, but wasn't quite there for a strike. 2-1 count. Baby Luigi hits this one high. It's too far for Yellow Toad to grab. That'll put runners on the corners for none other than Yellow Shy Guy, but there are 2 outs, so he'll have to be careful. He'll take strike 1 looking. Next pitch is a ball. Third pitch is star hit up the middle to bring in another run for the Fury. And they try to advance Baby Luigi to third. They get it. So there are still runners on the corners. And an opportunity to score again. It'll have to be from green Dry Bones, but the Dry Bones tend to be more consistent slap hitters. So if anyone can do it, it's Dry Bones who gets a shot through the infield. That's again runners on the corners. It's now 3-0, Fury lead. And it's starred Blue Dry Bones up to bat. He'll take that first pitch as a strike. Second one hits the corner of the plate, strike 2. Third pitch is star hit through the infield. That'll bring in another run. It's 4 for the Fury. Are you scared yet, Lightning GM? Not particularly, I'm gonna be honest. This is probably one of maybe 2 scoring outbursts the Fury will have. Meanwhile, I'm likely to score a run in just about every inning. We have bases loaded of Dry Bones. Could we see a Paragoomba Grand Slam? That would be a huge moment for the Fury. He takes strike 1. Star pitch from Diddy Kong. Comes across for a ball. A star swing misses for Paragoomba. It's 2 strikes. He hits this one. DK bobbles it, and that scores a run. Paragoomba makes it on. And now we have Goomba up to bat. And that's a line drive straight to Red Pianta. That stops the Fury at 5. That is a very good rally for them. It all started with 2 outs. Other than that first Goomba home run. That was their first batter. Now we have starred Yellow Pianta for the Lightning. Sends this one deep. Not quite a home run, but a very shot very near to the corner. Goom Bomb, no. Didn't quite get that one. Star pitch from Daisy. Gets through Red Pianta for a strike. He'll hit that one, but it's caught by Dry Bones. That'll bring up Mario from the Lightning. He's charging. He wants this one. That's good contact. Again, not quite a homer, but another corner shot. That'll score Yellow Pianta and get Mario to second. 5-1. The Lightning are on the board. The Lightning are the home team here. You know, we have the second go in each inning. So the Fury may be able to take a lead, but we'll take it right back. And I hope I didn't just curse us. With Blue Magic Koopa up next. Takes 2 quick strikes. And this one is caught by Goomba. He dives for that. And now it's 2 outs. A runner on for Diddy Kong. Whiffs there. That one is way outside. Mario's trying to steal third. They will easily outthrow that. I don't know why he tried that. And Diddy Kong will strike out to end the inning. And I did curse us, as it turns out. That'll bring the Fury back up. They have Daisy. Daisy will hit through the infield and make it to first safely. Now we have Baby Mario. Baby Mario hits this one over Red Pianta's head. That'll get down for a single again for him. Two runners on, no outs for Baby Luigi. He slaps this one, but it's straight to DK. And that's an out. Now we have Yellow Shy Guy. He hasn't hit anything this game so far. That one's deep. It's past Mario. Mario gets knocked out by the Piranha Plant. That'll score a run. But not two. Baby Mario almost goes for it. It's now 6-1. Fury are up. And now it's the Dry Bones back. They'll make the out at first, or at home, to prevent the run. And now it's 2 outs with runners on the corners for Blue Dry Bones. He slaps this one and gets a run down. That's 7-1 Fury now. Another shot gets through from Dry Bones. They're going to try and send a run home, but the laser throw from Pianta gets the out. That stops the Fury at just 2 this time. What can the Lightning do? They're back at the top of the lineup. A very short charge by Toad. That was odd. This one will be slapped out to the middle infielder for out 1. Now we have Yellow Toad. He charges that. It goes deep. Gets down. Baby Luigi can't get there. That'll be a single for Yellow Toad. PD Piranha up to bat. Hits that one foul. Watches that go by for strike 2. Come on, PD. It's a line drive up the middle, and that stuns Paragoomba. I'll get runners on the corners for DK. With 1 out, a sac fly is certainly an option here, but what would be even better? A home run. Especially with DK having chemistry with PD. That makes it just that much easier. He's not wanting to charge. He's tried to go for a star hit there. And I think he's going for it again, and he whiffs it. That's a strikeout. Now they have starred Yellow Pianta up to bat. This would be a great time for a home run for him. He has only had 1 so far this season. 2 quick strikes does not look promising. And a 3rd strike looking. Will end the inning for the Lightning. Now I am starting to get worried. The Fury will lead off with Paragoomba again. This one is not hit for a home run. It is in fact a routine play at first for an out. Now we have Goomba. Goomba slaps that one foul, but that was a very strong hit there. It'll take another strike on the outside corner. That was a tough call. And he whiffs on that one for a strikeout. Now we have Daisy up to bat with a star chance. The Fury have been out of stars for a while, but Daisy gets one back for them with that base hit. Now 2 babies up with 2 outs. Pretty likely the inning will end here, but it's not with Baby Mario. He has gone 3 for 3 this game with base hits. Baby Luigi has in fact been the one that's been struggling in this game. He has a 1-1 count so far. He's got his 2 runners on, chemistry with Baby Mario. Diddy Kong trying several pickoff attempts, which never ever work. Slap hit from Baby Luigi is good there. That'll get 1 run home. No, it won't. I thought that was almost a misplay by Pianta, but Magic Koopa was able to throw it home in time. That stops the Fury from scoring anything that time. That brings up the Lightning's offense for the bottom of the 4th. And Red Pianta strikes out as well. Mario hits a line drive through the middle. That gets down for a base hit. Next up is Blue Magic Koopa. Blue Magic Koopa I cursed last time he was up at bat. And he'll strike out there. Still not away from the influence of the curse, I see. Now we have Diddy Kong. The Lightning are down by 6 here at the midway point of this game. And Diddy Kong takes 2 strikes. And he whiffs there. That's another strikeout for him. That ends the inning. Fury are up to bat, trying to extend their 6-run lead. That is a bobble by Yellow Pianta, but Diddy Kong gets there to secure the out. There have been quite a few defensive bobbles from the Lightning, which certainly aren't helping them hold these Fury offensive players away from home plate. Now we have starred Blue Dry Bones up to bat. He's going to get a hit. And it's thrown for the double play. Good job there from the Lightning, locking that inning down. That one is starting to spiral out of hand. And now they'll start with the top of their lineup again. This one's a good charge from Green Toad. He'll make it to second off of that hit. Now we have Yellow Toad. He'll slap this one over the infield. And Green Toad's going home. That's 7-2. Lightning are down 5. PD Piranha up to bat with no outs. Line drive down to third base line. Gets himself on base. Now we have DK, chemistry with PD. Looking to send this one all the way past that fence. He'll take 2 quick strikes though. What will he do on the third? He star hits it. That one curves straight to Paragoomba though, and that is an out. Now it's the Pianta's first one. Starred Yellow Pianta. What can he do here? He'll slap this one. It is back to the wall. A very powerful slap will bring home 1 run for the Lightning. It is now 7-3. Lightning are down by just 4. So it's within Grand Slam range. Now Red Pianta has chemistry. Looking to send this one home. Whiffs on both of his first 2. And the third pitch, he looks for a strikeout. That is the Pianta way. They never go out swinging. They just get 2 strikes and go, wait, there's 1 more, and then always strike out. Very unfortunate. And a strikeout from Mario strands 2 runners on for the Lightning. Just 2 more chances for them to make up this deficit they're at. While the Fury hope to score another run. Gray Bones will slap on base there. And that brings up Paragoomba. He's charge hitting again, since it worked so well the first time. And he manages to get on base. Now regular Goomba, he'll star hit it. That gets through the infield. That's bases loaded for none other than Daisy. Daisy could certainly go for a star hit here to try and bring some runs in. And Diddy Kong's going to try a star pitch. That's going to get strike 1. Now there's 2 more to get. And Daisy does star hit this one. This gets down to the way outfield. And will bring in a run, probably 2. Yes, it does. 9-3 now. The Fury are up by 6 again. Now it's Baby Mario with 2 runners on base and no outs on the inning still. That is a good position for him to be in. He will get this one down through the infield. That brings in Goomba. 10-3. Baby Luigi charges on this one. That's going to be sent deep. That's going to bring in Daisy and Baby Mario. Baby Luigi goes for 3. That's the wrong call. He gets thrown out. But it is 12-3. They're up by 9. This could be the game that the Fury win. This could snap their losing streak and end the Lightning's win streak. Shot there from Yellow Shy Guy barely goes foul. Now he's got 2 strikes. And they strike out Yellow Shy Guy. How did you get swept by this team? Because the Lightning are good. This is just a bad game. I promise, I promise. This is how baseball works. That one gets just over Yellow Pianta's head. That is a base hit for Dry Bones. Green Dry Bones, specifically. Now we have Blue Dry Bones. He hits this one again over to Yellow Pianta. And gets down for a base hit. Now it's Gray Bones up. Double chemistry. This one is slapped well over. Hit by the Piranha Plant as well. And they get the run through. That is 13-3. 2 runners on base. Back to Paragoomba. Back where this inning started. A star hit from Paragoomba, but it's not enough. They end the inning there after another 6 get by for the Fury. The Lightning have 2 more innings to make up this 10-run deficit. Is it possible, or will they get their first loss of the season? This one is grabbed by the Piranha Plant and spat into Baby Luigi's hand for out number 1. Diddy Kong slaps that one foul. Whiffs that swing. Now has 2 strikes. Makes contact there, but it's high to center field and caught by Paragoomba. Green Toad hoping to start a 2-out rally here. The 2-out rallies are tough because there's no room for error, no room for sacrifice flies. Green Toad will hit for another out. 0 for the Lightning yet again. And the Fury have 1 more chance to add to their lead to try and close this one out. Goomba will start off at bat for them. He watches 2 strikes go by. Takes an inside ball. That curveball is hit for a long base hit. That'll in fact be a double for Goomba. Ooh, he almost goes 3, almost gets caught out at second. Now we have Daisy. Daisy with a runner on base. Gets a bad contact on that one. That is an out, caught by Toad. That is another deep shot to left field by Baby Mario. Another out. The Lightning need to hold the Fury to nothing here if they want a chance at a comeback. But they'll still need to score 10 runs themselves. Two quick strikes on Baby Luigi. And he fouls off the next pitch. This one is high to the right side and also foul. That barely missed the corner of the strike zone. That goes for ball number 1. Will we get to a full count? Good contact from Baby Luigi there. It would go foul. Oh, but Mario can't grab it. It hits the wall. But Baby Luigi strikes out there, and that's the end of the inning. Lightning with 1 chance left. They need to score 10 runs here. They start off with Yellow Toad. Yellow Toad gets a slap down. And that's a base hit. That brings up PD Piranha. We have seen not a single home run for the Lightning tonight, as PD now has 2 strikes in the count. And he strikes out looking at that one. This may not be the Lightning's game. DK up to bat. He hits this one. It gets through the infield. A ground ball. And that's 2 on base for Yellow Pianta. Yellow Pianta line drives. It gets through the infield. That'll bring home 1 runner. They're going for DK as well. And that's a terrible decision. That is a 2nd out. Now Red Pianta, 2 outs on the board, still down by 9. Needs to get a base hit here. If he strikeouts, the game's over. 2 terrible strikes there. And this is as good as gone for the Lightning. That's the game. The Fury get their first win of the season. In a terrible loss for the Lightning, they were managing nothing offensively. Meanwhile, the Fury had their best game of the season by a mile, and it all worked out for them. They got good luck on offense, good luck on defense, with a lot of terrible luck for the Lightning that led to their first win. And Daisy is their MVP. Offensively, they had their first home run of the season with Paragoomba. Several other consistent hitters. Baby Mario had a good game. The Dry Bones all hitting very consistently. That was good offense from this team. Daisy also got 10 strikeouts with an ERA of about 5. Meanwhile, the Lightning, their defense was much worse. Diddy Kong only got 4 strikeouts. Meanwhile, their offense had so many 0 spots. Blue Magic Koopa, Diddy Kong, Red Pianta, Green Toad, and DK only had 1 base hit, and they had no home runs from this team with 4 power hitters. What an unlucky game. And that'll end 2 of our streaks tonight. Oh, whoops, wrong button. As we move on to the 3rd game. Our 3rd and final game of the night will be the Rocketeers versus the Flock. Flock are the home team, and their captain is Birdo. Meanwhile, the Rocketeers have their captain as Yoshi. Flock have Boo as their pitcher. They have double Shy Guy with blue and green Shy Guys. Double Toads with blue and purple Toads. They have Luigi. They have blue or green Noki. And they have blue Pianta. That's the default one. Blue Pianta is their second base. Birdo, shortstop. Boo, pitcher, of course. Luigi they have on third. And then their outfield has the 2 Toads and Noki. Let me get this right. Yes, there we go. And now for the Rocketeers. Yoshi, Green Paratroopa, Red Koopa, Firebro, of course, Yellow Magic Koopa. They have Blue Noki, Toadsworth, and Dixie Kong. And the last one is Red Shy Guy. There we go. Dixie is their pitcher. They have Shy Guy as shortstop, along with Red Koopa Troopa on second. Or no, Blue Noki's on second. I forgot. They have Koopa in the outfield. And then Paracupa on first, Magicupa on third. All right. Powerful CPUs. Now we have Blue Pianta as their star, as always for them. Blue Pianta had a rough game last time. Starting to catch up to the rest of the Piantas in terms of poor performance. Birdo, Boo, Luigi. Noki, then Double Toad. And then the Rocketeers. Paratroopa, Firebro. Then Magicupa. No, Shy Guy first. Then Magicupa. Blue Noki, Koopa Troopa, Dixie, and Toadsworth. Okay. And this one will take place on Bowser Castle. Yes, yes. Alright, looking at the top players we can see over on the right side. Top offensive player for the Rocketeers is Firebro. Yoshi has been good on offense, a consistent hitter, and a good defensive player as well with a couple double plays. Dixie Kong's been a solid pitcher with quite a few strikeouts and a mediocre ERA. Moving down for the Flock, Blue Pianta is their top offensive player. At least in terms of home runs, he's scored 3 for a total of 11 RBI. Luigi, catching up to him in RBI, also tied at 11, has a better batting average though at .556, which is one of the top on the team. Meanwhile, their pitcher Boo has been elite with 20 strikeouts and 10.7 ERA, better in both measures than Dixie Kong. Now let me save this game as well, one last time. As we begin the final game of the night. Here at Bowser Stadium for the last game of this day of games. What a phrase. Yoshi, immediate out into Luigi. That'll bring up Green Paratroopa for the Rocketeers. Rocketeers had a very clutch win last game. And it's another bad start for them here. 2 quick outs into Firebro. Firebro hits this one high and deep. Will that be a home run? No. Bounces off the thwomp. And he thinks about going for 3. Which would not be the right call. Now it's Red Shy Guy. Hits this one to the outfield. Blue Toad is able to get there. That'll end the inning for the Rocketeers. Flock are up now with their 2 Shy Guys starting off. A line drive by Green Shy Guy will get him on base. Second batter is Blue Shy Guy. Game is lagging quite a bit. Taking a while to get through this. But Blue Shy Guy gets down for a base hit. That is a single for him. And now we have Blue Pianta. Blue Pianta has not hit a home run on this stadium. Probably because it's a large stadium with high walls. These ones are tough to get home runs on. So instead he'll decide to star hit this one through the infield to load the bases. it's Birdo up to bat, the captain of the flock. She could certainly go for a star hit here to try and drive someone in. Dixie goes for a star pitch, but Birdo just watches it go by. That's a very close inside pitch for strike 2. And that is a star hit from Birdo, but it is caught by Red Shy Guy and doubled off into Blue Shy Guy. Unfortunate luck there for the flock. Now Boo will hit that one into a ground routine play. And zeros from both teams to start us off, as the Rocketeers will take offense yet again. Slap straight to Blue Pianta. Now we have Blue Noki, who gets one down through the infield. Now we have Red Koopa Troopa, who gets double played off, and that'll end the inning for the Rocketeers. Another 0. No runs scored yet, bottom of the second. Now Luigi. Luigi has 2 strikes. That was a ball that curved across the whole zone. And Luigi takes that one for a strike out. Now we have Green Noki up to bat for the flock. 1 out, no one on base. So she'll have to get it started. Three balls thrown so far. Noki hits that one. I feel like that would have been a walk. That was a bad call from Green Noki. That'll be the second out of the inning. Now we have the Toads for the flock. That one's hit deep from Blue Toad. And that gets down. That'll be a double for him. And now it's Purple Toad. He's got chemistry on base. He could certainly send this one to the wall. Dixie star pitch, though, he will not. It is caught by Yoshi in left field. And that is zeros from both teams through the first 2 innings. Uneventful game so far. That means it'll go quick. Dixie grounds this one to the second baseman, and it's thrown to first for the out. Now Toadsworth up to bat. Toadsworth is a pretty solid slap hitter, but he's not been as consistent this season so far. He's looking to turn that around for himself. That will not be the at-bat to do it. That is caught by Birdo's suction catch. Now we have Yoshi, who lays a slap down into right field. That'll get down for a single. But a 2-out rally needs more than just 1 hit. They'll need Green Koopa Paratroopa here, and he won't get anything good. Line drive straight to Blue Pianta. Another 0 spot. 5 zeros on the board so far. Green Shy Guy hits that one foul. Back to the top of the Flock's batting lineup as well. They've got 2 strikes now. And that's a strikeout. This seems a little different than last game. Yeah, not quite as much scoring. Blue Shy Guy over here now, making it on for a double. Not even as many hits. This isn't even really an effect of the large stadium. This is just kind of a very slow game. Blue Pianta whiffs at that star pitch. Another star pitch from Dixie, another missed swing from Blue Pianta. That one is hit from BP. That one's to the wall, bounces off the thwomp, and that'll score a run for the flock. They managed to get a single run home. That barely bounced off the thwomp. That was almost a home run. That was a slap hit for Blue Pianta. Imagine if my Piantas could do that. Anyway, Birdo up to bat now. She's got 2 balls to start off this at-bat. Whiffs a swing there. Hits this one over to left field, but it's caught by Yoshi. Now there's 2 outs with still 1 runner on base. Boo will hit a good curved shot through the infield over to the corner of the outfield. That'll put runners on second and third. And now Luigi is up to bat. He has enough stars to go for a star swing that'll very likely bring in a run. Possibly even 2. He watches the first pitch go by, down the middle for a strike. He star hits that one to green, or to blue Noki rather. Oh, but he gets thrown out at first, so the run doesn't count. The ball bounced off of Noki, and Dixie Kong grabbed it and made the play. That's good defense from your pitcher there. Now the Rocketeers are trying to score a run here. They're starting off with Fire Bro. Makes good contact. Is that one gone? Yes, it is. Over the thwomps. Fire Bro hits that one gone. Now we have a tie game, 1 apiece. Did that one go straight through? No, that was well above them. And now Red Shy Guy gets this one down in left field. And Yellow Magic Koopa wants to go for a bunt. Pulls back at the last second, lets that one go for a ball. Same thing again. This one's a ball that is hit, and it is a good play. Shy Guy makes a rough call of throwing it to second instead of tagging the runner, running to first to get that easy out. Now there's 2 on base with still no outs. All according to plan. Does that plan including Noki star hit for an out? At least it wasn't a double play. Still 2 runners on base. With 1 out for Red Koopa Troopa, who hits this one to the corner. That'll bring in a run. They do not try and go for 2. Runners on second and third. And now we have Dixie Kong. Boo is starting to use his star pitches now. A slap there gets just past Blue Pianta and will score another run for the Rocketeers. It's 3-1. Three to 1 in the top of the 4th. This is a very slow-paced game. This is a star hit from Toadsworth that gets down in the corner of the right field. That'll get 2 runs home. It's now 5-1 Rocketeers. They have Yoshi up to bat. There's still only 1 out on the inning. That's it deep, just enough to the gap. That won't get anyone home, but that'll be a double for Yoshi. Now Green Koopa Paratroopa up to bat. Another star pitch from Boo, and we're up to 2 strikes. And that's a strikeout looking for Koopa Paratroopa. 2-out situation for Fire Bro. Starting to get a little risky for him, but he makes good contact there. That one is clobbered to the wall. And that one gets over again. A 3-run homer for Fire Bro. The Bros, they are popping off even on these big stadiums. This does not bode well for the tax evaders being on their home stadium. Maybe that won't nerf them. How's Fire Bro hitting so many homers on this map? I don't know, he's not supposed to. I guess my computer loves the Fire Bros and hates the Piantas. This might be the case. A good slap hit from Shy Guy. Gets him on base, and now we have Yellow Magic Koopa, who will end the inning with a drive straight to Birdo. 8 runs for the Rocketeers in that inning. That was a big one. Now the Flock are back up, trying to make up that deficit. I was going to pick Pianta over Fire Bro if it weren't someone who picked before me. I don't think I picked Pianta before you picked Bro. Because I took DK Petey as my first 2. Unless you took Fire Bro 3rd round. I don't know. Anyway, the first hit is an out for the Flock with their Noki. The next Blue Toad also hits for an out to the deep right field. And Purple Toad hits this one just through the infield. It was 3rd round. Okay, well then, I suppose that did happen. Interesting. Blue Noki. Doesn't quite make that play there. Now we have Blue Shy Guy up. He slaps over the middle. That'll be a run scored for the Flock. And 2 runners on base. For none other than starred Blue Pianta. Can we have a Pianta do something? Pretty please. A star hit. We'll get through the infield. That'll load the bases. Shy Guy's going for it. Bad call. That ends the inning right there. These teams are being unnecessarily aggressive today. It's ended in quite a few outs. And ended several innings as well. Slap from Blue Noki is good. First pitch is a strike there. Second is as well. Red Koopa gets all of that one. That one is hit deep off the thwomp. That'll be a very high single. Now we have Dixie up to bat. That's a slap to Birdo. That is not quite a double play. Just 1 out there. Now Toadsworth up to bat. 2 runners on, 1 out. Slap this one to Blue Pianta. That's an out. That's a double play. That'll end the inning there. The Flock still working their way back from that tremendous 8-run inning. Good shot from Birdo there. That gets through the infield. Now they have Boo. Boo will also get a slap through the infield. That is 2 runners on, no outs for Luigi. Luigi gets a good slap. Not quite a double play. They do get one, though. Now Noki will slap this one to Shy Guy. That's an out, but again, not quite a double play. Blue Toad can lay down a single here. They can score Boo. That is a great slap hit, or charge hit. That is deep, and that is a home run. A home run for Blue Toad on Bowser's Castle? How on earth? And that scores 3 runs for the Flock. It is now 8-5. That was a very lucky hit from Blue Toad. Now we have Purple Toad up to bat. Purple Toad has 2 strikes. Makes contact there, but it goes foul. That was a very high ball. That could have been another home run. My gosh. And Purple Toad will strike out there, but the Flock are catching up. Rocketeers will lead off with Yoshi yet again. They slap that one up the middle, and that gets a runner on. Now Green Koopa Paratroopa gets a slap over to right field, but it is too far, and Green Noki's under it. Now we have Fire Bro. Slaps this one to a double play, solo from Green Shy Guy. That'll end the 6th inning, another 0 for the Rocketeers. Can the Flock be the ones to mount a comeback this time? Even though they were the first ones who scored. And that's a good catch with the tongue by Yoshi in the outfield. First batter is out. Now Blue Shy Guy has 2 quick strikes. Third one is hit as a grounder to Red Shy Guy, but Red Shy Guy bobbles it. And Blue Shy Guy makes it on base. Blue Beyonda hits that one back all the way to the wall, and that'll be runners on the corners. For Captain Birdo, she has no stars to use a star pitch, or star hit, rather. She does have chemistry with Blue Shy Guy. Instead, she's deciding to just watch all the pitches go by. But that line drive gets through the infield, and will bring a run home. It's now a 2-run game, 8-6. That's still 2 runners on base for Boo, who gets a good slap over the infield, and that loads the bases. For none other than Luigi. He has returned. In a high-stress situation, Luigi gets a good hit down, and that'll get a runner home, keeping bases loaded. 8-7, it's a 1-run game. Next up for the Flock is none other than Green Noki. What can she do here? She is a 1-1 count. Watches a changeup go down the middle. She swings and misses. 2 strikes. Makes contact, but it's straight to a Magic Koopa. That's out number 2. Base is still loaded for Blue Toad, but Blue Noki makes the diving catch. That gets the Rocketeers out of a jam and keeps their lead. Up by 1 run, the Rocketeers have their last chance to score. They start here with Red Shy Guy. He hits a slap over into left field. That'll get down for a single. Thinks about going two. Probably bad call. Now is Yellow Magic Koopa. It's a good line drive over to the left field. Or that was a right field. So used to saying left field. There's 2 runners on, no outs for the Rocketeers. This is a good offensive position for them. With Blue Noki up to bat. They hit a slap, it gets over Birdo's head. And that'll be bases loaded. Bases loaded for Red Koopa Troopa. What can Red Koopa do? Red Koopa hits into a line drive double play. Straight to Luigi. And now there's only 2 runners on with 2 outs for Dixie Kong. This went from a great position for the Rocketeers to a terrible one. Now they can still score runs off of this if they get some good base hits down. That star hit from Dixie will be nice to reload the bases. Oh, they're going for it with Magic Koopa. Even after Blue Shy Guy stared him down with the ball, he's still committed to it. And that ends the Rocketeers' offense for this game. Can the Flock score 2 runs and walk it off? That hit from Purple Toad's not going to be a good start. They'll be back to their lead Shy Guys, and then Blue Pianta. That's a good hit from Green Shy Guy. He'll get on base. Why? We are crashing out in the chat. That is not a fair crash out. Blue Shy Guy goes for a bunt. It is thrown for the double play, but they don't get either of them. And that's a runner on base for free. Blue Pianta up now. 1 out, 2 on base. Two quick strikes on him. The Piantas are very prone to striking out. But that's good contact there from Blue Pianta. That's a 3-run walk-off home run. Blue Pianta is back. He locked in for this one at-bat. And the Flock will win this one. This series is now tied 1-1. Along with the Fury and Lightning. Both of these series will be decided in the next game tomorrow night. Tax Evaders already won their first 2 games. But Blue Pianta, he is the MVP of this game. Checking the memory card, it does not exist. We can continue without saving. And that is it. The Flock, walk it off. Let's take a look at those scores. The Rocketeers. Ooh, Paracoopa got no hits offensively. That's not good for them. They had several players with only 1 hit. Also not very good. They had 2 home runs from Fire Bro, which is very impressive on this small map. And half of their RBIs came from Fire Bro. Defensively, Dixie Kong got 3 strikeouts, which is I think the least so far this week, with a 14 ERA. Then Boo, okay, he got 1 strikeout. That is the least this week, with a 10.29 ERA. But he did well enough on offense, even with Green Noki getting 0 hits. Luigi and Purple Toad only 1 apiece. Blue Pianta and Blue Shy Guy both batted 1,000, with Blue Pianta getting that walk-off 3-run homer. So there were a couple great players on the Flock. Especially this good section of their lineup was pretty consistent. But the rest of it was kind of weak. A weak offensive game from both of these teams. But we will see how this series and rivalry concludes in the last set of games. Our last game day of the week will be tomorrow. And we have to wait all the way till Sunday for the start of our next week. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. It's been a fun set of games, except for me losing. I didn't like that very much. But that is alright. Now we have only one undefeated team and one team yet to win. The Stars winless and the Tax Evaders undefeated. We'll see how if that streak can continue tomorrow for both of those teams. Or, I guess the Tax Evaders, they want that streak to continue. The Stars want to break theirs. We'll see how that goes. Thank you for tuning in, and farewell.